Hi, hello everyone, happy Saturday. I kind of am starting this vlog from the start because yesterday was kind of a rough day. I had some applications to send and deadlines coming up, and so it was kind of stressful. And yeah, so happy Saturday. Today I'm going to go to friends and we are going to an art supplies store together. I'm very excited about that. I am looking for some gouache paint and also a new sketchbook because I have almost finished my first ever sketchbook. How cool is that? And yeah, so I'm planning on having a rather chill sort of weekend. And first, before going, I am going to do some swatches in my sketchbook just to check with the colour palette that colours are matching when I buy some new paint. And yeah, so let's get going. Hey, hello everyone. So yesterday was such a lovely day and I came home quite late, so I didn't really have the time to show you what I bought. I filmed little clips here and there at my friend's house, but she doesn't want to be in camera and I totally understand and respect that, and I also just didn't want to constantly worry about filming and finding the right angle and stuff like that. I just wanted to spend time with her. So I'm going to show you now what I got from the art supply store I went to. And in total I spent 65 euros 65 euros, which is quite a lot, and I haven't spent that much money in an art supply store for quite a while, but it was totally worth it in my opinion. First of all, I got a new sketchbook because I have almost finished my first ever sketchbook, which I'm very proud of, and I think I'm going to do another video about that very soon. And while using this first sketchbook, which is this red one here that you've probably seen in other videos of mine, I realised that I really like gouache and I really like mixed media, and therefore I really need thicker paper. So I got one with paper that is 170 grams per square metre, so it is definitely thicker than the paper in this sketchbook, which is really lovely. I already tested it yesterday. I painted with acrylic and gouache paint. I did this one too, which I'm really proud of. Just the beautiful red colour that I bought yesterday. Oh, lovely. And what else did I buy? So I bought this little pouch which came in really handy because I could just put all the other things that I bought in here to just keep them. And so first I got something very sort of practical, a little clip for my sketchbook, and I got a new Winsor Newton ink bottle in orange, which is a really lovely shade of orange, sort of a darker orange, not too sort of bright. And I just like to experiment with different media, and you know, using different media in one painting is really something that I enjoy very much, to create texture and just to make it more sort of come alive, in my opinion. What I went to the art supplies store for was actually gouache paint. So I used some rather, you know, cheap quality gouache paint for the last couple of months and realised that I really like this medium, and so I decided to buy some you know, basic sort of colours to have better quality. And these are designer gouache by Schminke in olive green, cobalt blue, vermilion red and chromium oxide green. And I tested them yesterday and they are absolutely amazing. The pigmentation is so good, nothing compared to those that I've been using during the last couple of months. I also found, I'm not a huge fan of acrylics, or not at the moment at least, but I found this beautiful lavender coloured one that I used yesterday for painting, which is really, I think, out of my comfort zone. Something I do not do usually, but I quite like the result. It's this city landscape that I found a reference picture for on Unsplash, which I highly recommend. You can find great photos on there. And yeah, I think, oh no, hold on, there's one more thing that I got, which is water soluble wax pastels by gouache in different colours. I already got a couple of weeks ago when I was in France, and I remembered seeing them on Instagram and some other people's art Instagram pages, and I thought, okay, why not give them a try? I'm not usually a huge fan of wax pastels, but I thought maybe they'll have another texture, another sort of quality to them when they are water soluble, and they're really super soft and not sticky like the wax pastels I used before. So I'm really happy with all my purchases. One last thing I got is a huge, it's not that interesting, but a huge sheet of paper. It's 300 grams per square meter, I think. And so I want to paint on a larger scale again. I did that a week or two ago and I really enjoyed it. However, I think next time I'm going to cut it in two because it is quite big and a little overwhelming, to be honest. But it is nice to have bigger paper and more space sometimes to paint on than just your usual sketchbook. So yeah, that's about what I bought yesterday, and I just want to say that you definitely do not need all of these fancy art supplies to make art or be creative. And also I really accumulated all of the things, all of my art supplies over many years, and I've also sort of, like you could say, inherits lots of them from my grandma, who sadly passed away last year, and she loved painting, and so I inherited a lot of things from her that I cherish very much. And yeah, so let's go on with the next day of this vlog. Hello, good morning everyone, happy Sunday. Today is another really beautiful day, so I'm going to go for my usual Sunday morning walk, even though I'm still a little tired, but I hope I can just enjoy the beautiful weather, read a little bit and take my sketchbook with me. Hello, I'm back from my walk and it was a rather short one but very lovely, and I sat down to read a bit. I'm currently reading the second part of the series, which is a Japanese series which is translated into French. La République du Bonheur, the Republic of Happiness. I don't know what the English title is though. It's really just this sort of lovely contemplative kind of story. It's about a young woman who inherits the puppetry of her grandmother and works as a public writer. So people come to her and ask her to write cards or letters to people they want to contact for very different reasons, and it's just very lovely to read. I also got myself some beautiful flowers. Hold on. Where I live we have these flower fields where you can just cut the flowers yourself and pay with cash. They have a little sort of box where you can put the money in, and yeah, I think I'm going to put them next to or on the piano. I think that will give a lovely little colour touch to the room. I just realised the flowers that I bought are, I think, exactly the ones that are on my phone case. It matches so well, I didn't even realise that. Hello, voice over me here. I know I'm painting flowers again, but there's no better thing than painting or drawing something from life. It was the perfect occasion to try out my new gouache paint, which is so good. The quality is amazing. I'm so happy I bought them even though they were so expensive. You would have thought that gouache paint is so expensive. Anyway, I really enjoyed painting this little flower bouquet, but there's still something about it that I don't quite like. Maybe I'll have to study the subject a little more in the near future, but for the time being, it is just fine as it is, and it's about practice and not perfection. I have to remind myself almost every single time. I'm also super excited to have finally reached the end of this sketchbook, which I started back in October last year, so already quite a couple of months ago, but I also parallelly use a tiny sketchbook for little doodles and quick everyday sort of sketches. You can find all of them in my Instagram highlights if you'd like to see them. The link is in the description box down below. And this is actually the first sketchbook that I consistently use and probably, hopefully, will finish very, very soon, and that is why I'm extra proud of myself. I think we should celebrate our achievements more often anyways. So as soon as I have completed the sketchbook, I will definitely film a sketchbook tour for you and me to see the process I've made over the last couple of months, which techniques and media I've stuck with, and reflect on how I want to continue from there. So I think I'm going to sign off this vlog here. I just finished my little sketch of the flower bouquet I got, and I just wanted to keep it very loose and simple, just to practice being more sort of spontaneous and not thinking about every single detail. And yeah, I have a friend coming over later, so I don't think I'll be filming then. I hope you enjoyed this little sort of weekend vlog of my life, and I'll see you soon. Bye!